Hello, my name is Alexis. I'm part of the team here at Prabhupada. I've been really eager to share the transformational knowledge that I've learned from Srila Prabhupada's books. We all go through challenges in our lives. There was a time in my own life where I was facing some serious struggles. It all changed for me when I began to read the Bhagavad Gita as it is and apply its teachings to my life. It gave me perspective to understand what I was dealing with and how to get out of it. The Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Lord Krishna to his friend Arjuna on the onset of a great war. Arjuna was conflicted as he had to fight against his own friends and family members. To show Arjuna why he was being asked to fight, he began to explain to him that in this world there are two types of created beings. One is divine and one is demoniac. In the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explains to him that there are two types of created beings in this world. One is divine and one is demoniac. In the first couple verses, the Lord describes the divine qualities. The Blessed Lord said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity and simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault-finding, compassion and freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, and steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, freedom from envy, and the passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature. Arrogance, pride, anger, conceit, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demoniac nature, O son of Pritha, Arjuna. The transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demoniac qualities make for bondage. Do not worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with the divine qualities. He goes on to say, O son of Pritha, in this world, there are two kinds of created beings. One is called the divine and the other demoniac. I have already explained to you at length the divine qualities. Now hear from me of the demoniac. Those who are demoniac do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. They say that this world is unreal, that there is no foundation, and that there is no God in control. It is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust. Following such conclusions, the demoniac, who are lost to themselves and who have no intelligence, engage in unbeneficial, horrible works meant to destroy the world. At the present moment, the world is being run by demoniac influence. Godly, Brahminical culture and the protection of cows have been generally lost due to society's demoniac agenda. We can see practically in the cities and towns all over the world that modern technology has hijacked our senses and that of our children's. Tapasya, or austerities, meant to reawaken our love for God, has been lost in the pursuit of personal sense gratification. In this age of Kali Yuga, the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the general population of people have been programmed to accept that the ultimate goal of life is to maintain a job, have a happy family life, a hefty IRA account, and a nicely decorated grave plot. Srila Prabhupada says in his purport in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, Chapter 6, first verse, modern civilization, not referring to the verdicts of Vedic literature, is so cruel to the members of human society that instead of teaching children to become brahmacharis, celibate students, it teaches mothers to kill their own children, even in the womb, on the plea of curbing the increase of population. And if by chance a child is saved, he is educated only for sense gratification. Gradually, throughout the entire world, human society is losing interest in the perfection of life. We must ask ourselves if this is what we truly want for ourselves and for our children. We must ask, how do we apply ourselves to something higher? The process of the proper utilization of the human form of life has been mercifully delivered to us by the great devotees of the Lord. Saints, apostles, and great Vedic scholars have strategically presented the means to achieve the higher meanings of the human form of life in scriptures dating back to the very beginning of time. The transcendental information given in these literatures has the potency to deliver every individual from the most dangerous type of fear, which Srila Prabhupada describes as becoming degraded again into animal life. In the animal species of life, there is no concept, no scope for understanding spiritual life and remembering one's own relationship with God. The Krishna consciousness movement is anxious to serve human society by teaching people how to perform devotional service, which can save a human being from becoming degraded again into animal life. Following the principles of devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead has been made extremely easy in this age of Kali, the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. The scripture says, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, 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 Gatir Anyata. In this age of Kali, there is no other way, no other way, no other way for self-realization than chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name of Lord Hari. One need only chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Everyone engaged in the practice of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra will become completely cleansed from the very core of his heart. He can be saved from the cycle of birth and death simply by chanting this mantra. Srila Prabhupada said that one can achieve spiritual perfection simply by chanting Hare Krishna. He also told us that in order to stay fit for chanting, we must study his books. Srila Prabhupada, following the orders of his spiritual master, his guru, has so kindly delivered us this holy name. He has translated many sacred literatures from their original Sanskrit into English. His translations give practical and instructional purports that will guide the sincere seeker on his path of self-realization. Here at Purely Prabhupada, we encourage people from all regions of the world to take up the study of self-realization by carefully studying Srila Prabhupada's books on Vedic philosophy and God consciousness. The demoniac person may not agree to take up this path of self-realization because that is the nature of a demon. But a person of divine qualities will be attracted to the higher principles and practices that lead one to the perfection of life and reawakening their dormant love for God. The ultimate goal of human life can be attained, and our original, eternal, blissful consciousness returned simply by reading Srila Prabhupada's books. For recommendations on what books to start with, please email us personally at read@purelyprabhupada.com. Thank you for listening. Hare Krishna.
If you are interested in the subject matter of this video and would like to learn more, please visit purelyprabhupada.com. Ancient truths for the upliftment of the modern world.